Let me take you into my world, where tradition and modernity collide every day. As a parent raising children in a Western culture while honoring my African heritage, it's been a journey of balance, choices, and the hope of giving my kids the best of both worlds. Today, I share with you some heartwarming, challenging, and even funny stories from my experience. Every morning, as I make breakfast, I find myself choosing between oatmeal and akara or balancing eggs with a side of yam. My daughter loves the variety, and I tell her stories about why each food is special. She gets curious, and I feel proud of the small moments where we bridge the gap between two cultures. One of our favorite times is story time. While Western tales like Cinderella and Harry Potter are exciting, I also share African folklore, the kind my grandmother told me growing up. I watch my kids' eyes light up as I tell them about Anansi the spider, who was both a trickster and a wise hero. One day, my son came home upset after school. He'd been teased for bringing jollof rice for lunch. It hurt me, knowing he felt different. I had to explain to him that embracing our culture makes him unique, not strange. That day, we talked about the beauty of diversity and how he could share his culture proudly, even when it feels tough. Our community hosts events where we gather with other African families. We bring our kids, introduce them to traditional dances, music, and foods. Watching my kids dancing in a circle, their laughter mixing with the drum beats, fills me with pride. Here, they feel completely at home, wrapped in the warmth of our culture. Dinners are always a blend of flavors, spaghetti with suya, yam with salad. It's our way of blending the familiar with the new. We talk, share, and bond over the different tastes. And I see my kids loving every bit of it, feeling comfortable with this beautiful fusion. When my son's school hosted a cultural day, he chose to represent Nigeria. He wore a shirt with African prints and made a poster with images of traditional masks, drums, and cymbals. Watching him present with confidence, I felt like we'd won a small victory, seeing him embrace his roots with pride. As my daughter grows older, she asks more questions about identity, heritage, and history. Sometimes, the answers are difficult, but I try to share both the pride and the challenges of being African in a Western world. I want her to know that her roots are strong, and that understanding them makes her journey even richer. One day, we surprised the kids with tickets for a trip to Nigeria. They were thrilled. I wanted them to experience firsthand the places I described. The food, the language, the landscapes. I wanted them to feel the land, to understand what it means to belong to something bigger than themselves. When we arrived, it felt like coming home. My children met cousins, grandparents, and neighbors they'd only heard about. Watching them play, speak bits of the language, and experience the culture brought tears to my eyes. I felt grateful that they could understand this part of their lives. Coming back, I noticed a change. My children seemed more grounded, more connected to their heritage. They proudly shared stories with their friends and carried a deeper understanding of who they are. This journey wasn't just a visit, it was a piece of their identity now. Our journey of blending two worlds continues every day. Raising my kids with African values in a Western setting is never easy, but it's worth every challenge, every question, and every choice. I'm reminded that family is our anchor, and our cultural roots only make us stronger. For every parent navigating this path, remember, our children are lucky to have a world filled with diverse colors, stories, and traditions.